it's amazing how much easier it is for a fan base and the media to stomach that when you're out there balling like he is and you don't seem to need to care.
Okay, so over All-Star Weekend, we were treated to the epic bromance that is Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic. It was amazing. They were being goofy as hell the whole time. It was fun to watch. Now, after the All-Star game, Jokic was asked by the media, he was like, I mean, do you ever plan on teaming up with this dude in your career? Possibly. And he gave a very honest answer. He said, I don't know. It's possible. I don't want to leave Denver. I like it there, and it's a great organization. But if Luka gets pissed off in Dallas, he can come. So, guys, that was sort of like the old, he's like, yeah, he can come here. I'm not leaving. I like it here. But he could certainly come join me. Shirley, did you see any of their, antics together over the weekend? I mean, it was really funny to watch.
You know, I wasn't there for it. Unfortunately, I was probably eating shrimp cocktail somewhere in a, upstairs room of St. Elmo. But I do think that whenever there are players who are from different teams goofing around together at a time where that is what you're supposed to be doing, I guess, because that's what we're doing now for All-Star. It's a beautiful thing. And I don't know how serious I will believe their friendship is until we see Luka at a carriage racing event in Serbia with Doncic, which, that could happen. That could happen.
I mean, listen, it's an incredible pairing of highly skilled, unathletic whites who got together on the basketboard of the European varietal. And did what we see happen at All-Star games a lot, which is star players getting to interact in a way that looks like it could influence the future of the NBA. The one utility All-Star Weekend might still have, by the way, is the fact that it's a chance for a lot of these star players in the middle of the season to get extended time together where they can start to plot. And we come out of All-Star Weekend every year with something like this. Hell, all of the recent LeBron James to Golden State stuff, I could argue you could trace back to the All-Star game a few years ago that I believe was in Cleveland, where Steph and LeBron are palling around and they look like the Rocky and Apollo montage. They're laughing and they're high-fiving and they're doing all this stuff here. And Dad, for a guy in Luka Doncic, it's not totally far-fetched. Now, things have gone better this year with Kyrie Irving in tow, but at the end of last season, remember, we had Tim McMahon over at ESPN talking about, hey, Luka has expressed frustrations privately with this organization, and there was a fear, and part of the reason they took the gamble on Kyrie is because they had constantly tried to bring in a running mate for Luka that had failed to live up and support him in the way that we know a lot of these star players go, I either need to see or I'm going to start to explore my options. So it's not the craziest thought in the world.
So let me for a moment take a step back and let's talk about the other person. Okay, we've seen Mahomes and Travis Kelce in a bunch of commercials together, right? And one of them's a Subway commercial where Patrick's talking about the churro or the pretzel or the cookie that goes along with the sandwich and says, this is the best sidekick I ever had. And then they go to Travis Kelce looking at him saying, not cool, bro. That's Jamal Murray right now. Jamal Murray's looking at Jokic and going, dude, not cool. You know, I'm the point guard of this team, and you're talking about, hey, Luka, if you get ticked off in Dallas, come over here. Now, I know Jamal Murray's deal ends after next year, so we'll see what happens. But that was my thought, as I'm like, not only is he the dude with you, but you guys won the NBA championship together. So, and now here's the Joker talking about openly somebody else at your position. That's what I took away from this, not going to lie.
I do think that when you think about what Jokic and Doncic together would look like basketball-wise, it would be, I don't know that it would be like anything we've ever seen in terms of style of play and attitude combined. Do you know what I mean? Like there is a sort of, I'm just here so I don't get fined vibe about both of them, even though Jokic takes it to a place. I think Jokic does it almost more endearingly or more successfully with a fan base. I think that it would. I can't even, I'm trying to imagine it like in a competitive situation where these two are just like, can you imagine Jokic just like behind the back, left upside down passes to Luka, shooting from the logo? Like it would be circus basketball at the highest level. Mike, I would love to see it.
Listen, we know basketball-wise, both of them savants. They're like hitting a knuckleball because neither of them is moving at the speed or with the power that you're used to seeing around the NBA. But Charlotte, to your point, Nikola Jokic has been able to navigate that sort of laissez-faire attitude with the game because he's been the best player in the world for the last number of years. It's amazing how much easier it is for a fan base and the media to stomach that when you're out there balling like he is and you don't seem to need to care in the process.